Thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. On this video, I will be making a cedar planked salmon sandwich. Let's get going. All right, before we get going, I want to make an unsolicited shout out to a company. Let's be clear, this is not a sponsor. I buy this product, Nature's Choice Cedar Planks. Man that owns this place, his name is Larry, just a small little company. And you would think, cedar plank's a cedar plank. Let me tell you, no cedar plank is the same. These things are awesome. I go buy these cedar planks at the store and I always come back to Nature's Choice. Very fresh and fragrant, and he has various sizes. I mean, everything for smaller ones for hamburgers to small fillets like I'm doing today. This is a nice fillet size, and then he has 18-inch planks for like a whole piece of salmon. I mean, awesome product. So the first thing we are going to do is season the salmon. I have just a really beautiful salmon fillet here. I've removed the skin, and I am going to season this just very simply. A little salt, a little kosher salt there, a little ground pepper, and we'll repeat that on the other side. Okay, now we are going to prep the cedar plank. So here's the cedar plank I'm using. I have soaked this in water for about an hour. The cool thing about Larry's planks is one side is smooth, and this is where you're going to place the food. The other side is rough, and it's rough for a reason. It actually helps kind of ignite the wood a little bit better. First thing we're going to do is kind of preheat the wood, but also sterilize it. Any pathogens that may be in this wood, we're going to kill right now. We're going to place this over direct heat. All right, and that's what we're looking for. We can see some grill marks developing, and it smells amazing. Now we're going to take the rough side and place it on the grill here. And again, preheat it, get it going so it'll start smoking very easily once we get this fish on here. And basically, I'm going to wait until this piece of cedar starts to pop. There we go, you hear that? That's what I'm waiting for. And let me tell you how I've got my Weber set up. I've got lump charcoal on this side, lump charcoal on this side, nothing in the middle. This is the way I like to do it. If I'm cooking a meat that's going to render out a lot of grease, I won't get flare-ups underneath. But more importantly, for a piece of fish this thick, it'll be more of a gentle heat to cook this thoroughly, but it'll still generate enough heat to get plenty of smoke, you'll see. So we'll get this in the middle. Now, because I removed the skin on this salmon for the sandwich, I'm going to put a little oil here. This is avocado oil. Any kind of oil will work, you know, olive oil, whatever, canola oil. And this is going to just kind of help the fish release from this wood here. Salmon down. All right, lid on. And I'm going to open the top damper up fully. And I'm keeping the damper over the center line, basically where the fish is. All right, I'm going to cook this until the fish starts to flake, but I don't want it falling apart. And I'll just kind of take a peek in there, make sure it's got the color I'm looking for. See you guys in a bit. So it's been about 20 minutes or so. This fish is done. Let me show you how I check. Whew, smells so good. So basically, again, I want it to be flaky and yet not falling apart. I want that kind of opaqueness to go away. So I just take some forks. You can see it's very juicy. There you go. Flaky, yet not falling apart. Doesn't look as sexy as it did a few seconds ago, but it'll taste good. So what I'm going to do now is just push this out of the way. Some multi-grain buns here. We're just going to get a little bit of a toast on these. All right. Bread's pretty dark anyway, but this has got a nice toast to it. Let's make a sandwich. So the first thing I'm going to do is spread on a chipotle mayo spread. This is basically just mayo mixed up with a little chipotle sauce, and there's no measuring going on. I just wait until it has the color that I'm looking for. Put on a little bit of green leaf lettuce here. Some thin tomato slices, and I like my tomato slices thin, as you can see. Again, some very thinly sliced red onion, some sliced avocado, I'll hit that top bun with some of this chipotle mayo spread. That gorgeous filet. Look at the color on that thing. Gosh, that is a big piece of fish. All right. And now the topper. Yep, that's a big piece of fish. Let's give it a try. Just smells so good, so fresh. So good. I'll tell you this, I've prepared cedar plank salmon for people who told me they hate salmon and they love this. It's just, it's the best way of making salmon in my opinion. That cedar planking just makes a nice kind of a sweet smoke, not overpowering, and it's almost foolproof. I mean, the fish just stays so moist cooking this method. It's just awesome. I gotta tell you, this is probably a little bit healthier than most of the stuff you see me cooking, but this is honestly a better reflection of what we eat here in my household daily. A lot of stuff you see me cooking, it's kind of my vice, I guess you'll say, my splurge. Anyway, enough said on that. I'll have a link down below for Nature's Choice. Check them out. Just a great company, great guy, great product. Also want to thank my buddy subscriber John G, who sent me a selection of local beers, and this is from Bloomington, Indiana, so it's the area where he lives. This is Upland Dragonfly IPA. I've already been taking a few sips, and it's good. It'll stand up to any San Diego beer that I've had. Good stuff. Anyway, guys, see you in the next video. Cheers.